Hi friends, welcome back to Amazing Women's World. In this video I've come up with exclusively designed for the kids designer net lehenga with the halter neck blouse. It's the boutique collection designer piece which is very much expensive. With the simple things you can create at home with an affordable price. So let's quickly start. The pattern I'm creating for 2 ears for the twins. So materials required are 2 meters net, 4 meters lining, and using the contrast color of brocade, using the 2 colors of brocade of pink and purple, and 80 centimeters for the halter neck blouse. The details of the materials along with the prices I've quoted everything in the description. As I said, this is designer piece going with the heavy worked borders using this cut work lace of 4 meters. Designing this for the age of 2. The skirt length is 21 inches and the skirt width is 65 inches. The same with the lining too. And for the waistband casing, length of 5 inches with the width of 65 inches, both the lining and the net. So firstly we'll design on this net. I took the measurements of lehenga chole which I've shown in my earlier video. I've trimmed the brocade of 6 inches with the width of 65 inches of both pink and purple. Now I'll join this one after another. Firstly I'll sew in the center, joining these 2 patches. You can see here I have folded the raw edges 1/4 inch in on either sides of the strips. Now I'll hold the center pieces like this and start sewing towards wrong side. Some of them were asking how we have to calculate the skirt width. It's just 3 times of the waist length. Irrespective of ages, following the instructions, you can create this pattern for any ages with different sizes. It's simple elasticated gathered skirt. You'll get enough flare for this width of the skirt. Now I'll join this brocade to the hemline of the neck, but before that we have to hem the border of 1 inch. You can see here the total width of the skirt is 65 inches. I had hemmed the border. Now I'll be joining these patches to the border hemline. In the same way, I'll join another side too. This type of lehengas will have heavily enriched borders. That means elevating the border line of the skirt and the blouse, keeping the center of the skirt plain. Now joining this cut work lace. If you want, you can also join alternatively till the knee length of different color laces. In the same way, I'll join another side. Now I'll join the sides of the lining and the net towards wrong side. Both sew it separately. Align the lining and the net together, placing the right side of the lining. As the net is see-through fabric, so underneath lining should be right side. Align waistlines together and give the basting stitch. sometimes the net will stretch, so at that moment you have to give little gathers like this to keep it in a place with the equal lengths of the waistline of the lining and the net. I took both the widths of the skirt same, but the net has got stretched and the width of the skirt has increased. So to make it equal lengths according to the lining, we have to give little gathers only to the net. Now align the waist bands. This is of 5 inches in length with the width of 65 inches. With the skirt waist length, place it right on right along with the linings, leaving half an inch, placing on the side seam. Start sewing with half an inch seaming allowance. This is to prepare the casing. Reaching to the end, overlap the strips and give the stitch line for the joining of these strips. This is how it looks. Now I will double fold, inserting the raw edges in like this and start sewing. Just 1/4 inch I am folding in and keeping in the raw edges. Start sewing. These are the straight strips. Ensure that the underneath fabric is well settled without any folds. This way we will conceal all the raw edges of the waist band casing. Reaching to the end, leave 2 inches to thread in the elastic in this casing. I would love to design the designer Ghagras, and I would like to create for my princess. This type of designer pieces is very much expensive in the markets or on the online, but spending up to 700, I would be preparing this for 2 little princesses, which is an affordable price. Added advantage, the joy of sewing with true love. I was asked so many times this question that how much elastic we have to add. It's just the waist length minus 2 inches. So here I'm making for 20 inches waist length. So the elastic I took is of 18 inches. Whatever is your waist length, subtract with 2, that is the elastic length you have to join for the casing. I've secured with the pin and threading the elastic in this casing, just pulling it out. Now unpin and give the double stitches by overlapping the elastic like this. Insert the elastic in and conceal the leftover. This is how it looks. Now spread the gathers equally. Now we have to stitch on this elastic by stretching along with the fabric. Otherwise, the inside elastic may twist when you wear. So I have done with this beautiful lehengas for the 2 little princesses. You can find the little difference here in the borders. The one with the extreme end with the pink border and the another with the purple. It's really turned out pretty beautiful. I've also inserted this dory inside this casing, snipping a little at the side joining. I've inserted the dory and given the tight knot. Now I'd be joining this dory hangings. The final complete outfit you can watch at the end. So to complete this project, I would be designing this with the halter neck blouse. As I said, the measurements I took from the measurement chart which I've shown in my earlier video. The same you can see in the description box. If you haven't watched it, the link is appearing in front of your screen. Please check it. Length of the bodice is 10 inches. I'm marking for the front panel. It's the halter neck with the backless blouse. On the fold towards wrong side, start marking. On the fold with neck width of 2 inches and the shoulder line of 2 inches. And the neck deep of 2.5 inches, armhole length of 3.5 inches, with the chest length of 5.5 inches on that marked point, extra seaming allowance of 1.5 inches. This is for the normal size 2 years age. Join the points connecting with the lines. Mark the midpoint of the armhole, which is 1/3/4 inches. Now connect these 2 points with the curved line. On the waistline, mark 5 inches. Ensure that you are marking quarter part of your total body circumference measurements and also 1.5 inches seaming allowance. Now connect this with the chest line points. Now from the shoulder line, extend by 3 inches. Start cutting on the marked lines. Theme up with bright colors in this summer. Subjected to this season as a wedding or party wear collection, going with the halter neck blouse, which will make your princess comfortable to wear. Now giving the neckline shape like this. Cut on this marked neckline. As I said, it would be the backless. So we'll just mark the chest and the waist measurements. Lay the front panel like this and mark. This is from the armpit to the waistline. Mark it on both the sides. Mark the straight line connecting to the chest points. Now cut on these marked lines. This is how the front and back panels of the lining would look. Now using this lining as the reference, I'll lay this on the brocade and cut accordingly. Now I'll just sew it together, aligning, placing right on right. Start sewing towards wrong side. Join the sides, armhole and the neckline, leaving the hemline. Also join the strips of the shoulders. Now give the slits all around the armholes and the neckline. Turn inside out and give the gentle press. Also place right on right both the back panels of the lining and the brocade. Sew it together all the three sides, leaving the hemline. This is how it looks once done the pressing. Now to the hemline, I'll be joining this 1.5 inches strip, laying right on right. To conceal the hemline raw edges, now flip the strip along with the seaming allowance together and give the top stitch. Double fold 1/4 inch like this. Sew it. Also join 1.5 inches strip towards the back panel for the concealing of raw edges. Now I'll be joining this golden lace towards the neckline and the armholes for designing this blouse. Also join this lace towards the armholes and the waistline. Now I'll join the sides. Only one side I'll join, laying right on right. But before that I'll join the elastic. This elastic is of 9 inches. As I said, the back chest line I took is of 11 inches. So I'm subtracting with 2 and I took 9 inches elastic. Fold the chest line for the concealing of this elastic and give the top stitch. Stretch the elastic along with the fabric like this and join. Now I'll join the right side, laying right on right. Sew it by joining the right side. And towards left side, I'll be joining the punching buttons for the easy draping of the blouse. With 1 inch seaming allowance, sew it. Now I'll stitch this punch buttons towards left side. Here this side, you have to leave 1 inch seaming allowance and join the buttons. And also towards the back neck strips, join the seam buttons. Now I'll join this contrast color flower patches for the creation of the decorative neckline. Start sticking, applying the fabric glue. You can also join these patches to the skirt bodies, but I want to go for the plain because I want to elevate the richness of this blouse and the designer high border. And in the center I'll be joining this stone line which is of green. And wanna see how the outcome has turned out? The bright colors of this lehenga, enriched with highly designed borders, and the designer halter neck blouse, the clean, neat and fine finishing, it's really turned out pretty beautiful. Leave your valuable comments and suggestions on this designer outfit in the comment section, and I've given the complete details and the measurements, related links to this pattern given in the description box. Please check out. So I have joined the punch buttons towards the sides and towards the back neck. I left this because if it becomes tight we can make it loose. Try this for your little princess, they would love to wear it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do not forget to like and share. Subscribe to the link appearing in front of your screen to watch more videos of latest fashions and trends. I have given the elastic towards the back because if you wear without elastic, it will open like this. So to keep it in place, we have to join the elastic. Gone are the days when we had to wear the frock and the boring outfits for every wedding or the homely parties. As the wedding collection or the party wear collection, try this outfit for your little princess, which will give extremely adorable look. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.